Johnny Depp, he made a little bit of a fool out of himself, but I kind of love it. He was recently at the Hollywood Film Awards, and he was kind of stumbling and slurring and swearing all the way through his speech. Take a look.
I'm not very good at this kind of thing. No. Watch, I'm gonna read this thing. For decades, Shep Gordon has been one of the most beloved and respected talent managers in the music industry. He is also currently the star and subject of the documentary Supermensch, because he is a mensch. And I have been very, very lucky to have him in my life. He's someone I consider a great friend, somebody, an incredibly loyal friend. And so you have to watch the film. Yeah, there you go. What does it say? Can somebody help? I mean, it's one of those nights. Please welcome my good friend. It's a real honor to pass this to him. Shep Gordon, please.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Depp did tell Rolling Stone last year that he has been sober for 1.5 years. Though he wasn't ever an alcoholic, he claims that he had just gotten everything out of it that he could. It doesn't seem like that's the case in the video that we just watched. But my analysis of it is, and of course this is just speculation, it didn't seem as though he was actually drunk. It seemed as though he was an actor playing a drunk man, right? Like, it didn't seem genuine to me. I feel like there was maybe an effort to draw more attention to the Hollywood Film Awards, although I don't know, I'm not really in the entertainment world, so maybe it's already a big deal and it was already getting a lot of attention. My guess is no, but I want to know what you guys think. Sandra, let me start with you.
I cringe when I watch that video because he's amongst his peers, and is that damaging his relationship with his peers? But at the same time, what a genius move to bring more focus to this film.
Yeah.
But at the same time, stealing focus in the moment from his friend. Oh, it's so juicy. I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness going on in that video. Do you think it's genuine? Do you think he was actually drunk?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. When I'm drunk, I mean, let's not talk about that. But
let's talk about that.
I mean, you're trying so hard to not be drunk. I don't know. I feel like he's a smart guy. He could behave better than that.
Right, I agree. Francis?
I just thought he was reenacting Captain Jack Sparrow. That's honestly what I thought he was doing. But again, I have to agree. I thought it brought more emphasis to the character, and it brought more light to the award winner who's representing. But for me, I love actors who are like this. It's a mystery about him. You don't know whether he is playing drunk or whether he is like just acting or whether he is actually drunk himself, because I love Johnny Depp as an actor, and he's very like soft-spoken, and sometimes he comes out and does this sort of stuff, and it just, for me, it draws to him as a character. But again, it just looked like, if you've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean, it was like the spitting image of Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about it. I feel like when I'm drunk, I can like carry myself in a decent way. That's why I don't believe for a second. I mean, I think Sandra hit the nail on the head. When you're wasted, you're not like this, okay? No one's really like that when they're drunk.
No one's like that in real life.
No, exactly. All right, so here's the question. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done while you've been drunk? So Sandra, I know you don't want to talk about this, but sorry, you're on the point, and we ask you the hard questions.
That's me.
Hard-hitting.
Hard news question. 2 birthdays ago, I was like, I have no idea what to do for my birthday, so let's just all get really drunk at a bar. And I ended up, I guess when I drink a lot, I just do high kicks and stuff, like I'm just like a great dancer. So I totally flashed the bar. Like, it's just so much happening with my high kick.
Oh my God, is that really the worst thing you've done?
Well,
some might argue that was the best thing you've done.
I'm trying to burn out of my brain the memories of like making out with people I shouldn't have. So let's just not talk about that.
All right. Nothing wrong with the friendly makeout sesh. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Francis?
For me, I get this willingness to try and demonstrate to people that I'm actually good at soccer for some reason, especially in America, right? So, but it doesn't mean that I get a ball. Like, I will try and demonstrate with any item I have. And I had a BlackBerry a couple of years ago, and I tried to do juggling ability with the BlackBerry, and you can just tell what happened there. Smash screen. But it was a great story to tell the grandkids.
Disaster. Okay, you guys have like the tamest stories ever. My worst drunk moment was during my graduation party. I had a big party because I got my master's master's degree and I was done with school, right,
Yeah.
forever. And so I invited Cenk, my boss, and his wife, and my family members and friends were there. And every time someone showed up, I was in such a good mood. I was so jovial that I kept having like shots of vodka mixed with glasses of red wine.
Wow.
And I kept drinking and drinking and drinking. And then it hit me. Oh my God, I'm really, really drunk. So I felt it coming. Like I knew I was gonna throw up. And I told my friend Elena, like, I'm gonna throw up, please help me. So she's like, don't do it here, don't do it here. She grabbed my hair because she was like worried that I would. And she didn't want my hair to get all nasty. And then she was like leading me to the bathroom and I just couldn't hold it. The second she opened the door to the bathroom, there was this poor woman standing there looking at herself in the mirror, and I just projectile vomited all over her. And I don't know what ended up happening with her. I was so out of it at that point that I couldn't really see what her reaction was, but the next thing I remember is just waking up in the back seat of my family's car as they were trying to drive me home so I can get some rest. It was a disaster.
I wish we had a background camera to show everyone's face when you were telling this story. Peter's just sitting
It
there like
was
this.
bad. That
You're
poor
yeah.
woman. And the one thing I remember is her face. Because I looked her in the eyes right before it happened, and it was disastrous. But maybe you guys have a more disastrous story than I do, and I want to hear from it or hear from you in the comment section below. What was your worst moment when you were drunk? And also, what do you think about Johnny Depp? Do you think that that was real, or do you think that it was fake? Was he just kind of playing it up to raise awareness about this film that he was introducing? Comment in the section below. We'll see you guys soon.